don't know that I'll take Airbnb. No, I won't. Personally, I won't because no, I just have most of my money allocated already. But there's a definite play. Airbnb day one ER and Rblx day one ER. Check the alerts there in the day one ER trading setups in the group. Extended from the last 2 days. Airbnb? You're thinking more gap fill-ish, but yeah. Necessarily talk yourself into it too much. Just have a technical analysis way that you trade the gaps and leave it at that. But okay. You know that. You know that. All right. So we got 9 minutes until the open. And let's take a look at the market real quick. The way the market's set up right now, it's ready to put in a swing high, which is exactly as forecasted. I posted this yesterday, that we would now have the potential for a swing high put in, which puts us back into this trading range, which is a bull flag, by the way, and sets us up for more pullback. Now, that said, let's take a look at the daily. The intraday chart to see what the liquidity says. Where we're sitting, this is a liquidity zone. Liquidity zone. All these could be reversal zones. About good news could just blast right through them. I think because we got PPI tomorrow, that's not going to be the situation. So I do kind of believe that those will be reversal zones up there. Now, where was yesterday's trading? Let's see. Yeah, it's possible we go and we break yesterday's highs. If that's the case, then it would not be a swing high. It would not be putting in a swing high yet, and that just makes it a little bit trickier. We'd still be within this whole trading range area, though. We're not trending necessarily. We're not rallying right now. We're consolidating, and it's taking the form so far of that bull flag. But if we do go up and break today's high, maybe we'll break a couple of these other highs. It will seem positive, but overall, it's still within this trading range. And if PPI comes out tomorrow really great, then wow, we're off to the races. But if it has any kind of contrary outlook to it, then we're back into this trading range again. So that's if today is green. It could very well just go near where it was yesterday from the open, up, and then down for most of the rest of the day. perhaps closing at a doji. So basically no change, waiting for PPI tomorrow. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. There's not like a huge prognosis right here. Some days are really clear. Some days when it's unclear, those are usually chop days. So, but then suddenly sometimes it can become less choppy and more directional, and you just got to be ready for that shift. You got to be able to see that, and when it's breaking key levels. All right, so today could be choppy, and in fact, that's kind of what happened once we released retail sales information, which was better than expected. Now, back to the momentums. We do have some breaking down on Rnaz. I'm going to de-risk on that. But we've got a couple different bases forming. Okay, I just wanted to check if they're charging me per trade there. They're not, so I'll just de-risk a tiny bit right here. And we're also looking at PGY and Tnon and Sera. We're watching Airbnb, which had incredible earnings reaction, and Rblx up 33% on earnings reaction. So Rblx and Airbnb, let's keep those up at the bottom here. Excellent ER plays, and easily if they break pre-market high, then you would get in for all-day continuation. Airbnb starting to break down already right before the bell. We've got 4 minutes until the opening bell. Airbnb up very strong on earnings, and yet breaking down, so it might want to fill the gap today, or there could be a nice dip by somewhere down in there. Rblx holding strong. It's been trending since its pop. Airbnb fading since its pop. Rblx trending since its pop. So Rblx could definitely be set up for a long. Airbnb, it might be more of either a short or a short to begin with, and then a dip buy long somewhere down in the gap area. And that may hold for minutes, hours, or days, or forever. We don't know. All right, but also Sera, Sera, looking good. Nice reaction and holding over VWAP. Probably the best looking of the Momos. We got Sidu also. Sidu basing, PGY basing, HGen just fading. There's no base there on HGen. And Rnaz kind of on the fade side of things as well. That's what I was saying. That's why I'm de-risking. So I'm going to take out another smidgen out of Rnaz. As a matter of fact, I didn't even get filled on my last smidgen. And the market opens in 3 minutes. And I don't believe I have any Tnon, though I wouldn't mind having some because it has a very small float, 11 million. Tnon. Up a Tnon. Up a Tnon. That with little bling was me getting a little bit more out on Rnaz, which I'm going to do some more now. Rnaz not holding up. I do have some PGY base, but I would like to get Sidu. But I just don't have enough trading windows because I'm also in Sera. I'm de-risking on Rnaz, and I'm in a whole bunch of other trades that we're working. Dark pool wick on Qs at 307. Yeah, I see that. Somewhat insignificant, but almost exactly in line. Isn't that interesting with my prediction? So that's right above the close yesterday, right above yesterday's close. So it appears the market's going to go seek liquidity right above yesterday's close and then probably drop from there once it hits it. It can take a while to turn the ship around once it hits it. Sometimes it's immediate. Sometimes it rounds out with a head and shoulder, triple, quadruple top. Or we just sort of meander about all morning and develop a little chop range. NVIDIA dropping down to 225.60. That was me de-risking on Rnaz. De-risk more. I'm doing that at the ask. I'm selling at the ask. So I'm getting the best price I can while it's not panicking. If you're out there and you're interested in joining our trading group, just click the link in the bio or in the description. That's funny, Chris. Yeah, I was just noticing that too. Yeah. That was some more Rnaz. Which is something therapeutics. That's more Rnaz. All right, the market is open. I de-risked a little more on Rnaz at the open. Oh, okay. It's pushing up. It just filled my other de-risk. Airbnb pushing up. And if it breaks 132, I'd say that's entry for long on Airbnb. For now, I'd just be waiting to see what happens. Was that 131.74? Here comes 83, 32, 132. If it can break through 132 and just give any kind of print above 132, that'd be a long on Airbnb. Rnaz, yeah, failing out. Glad I de-risked. Not much from everybody else either. Sera moving around. Okay, Sera. I'm not getting my exit on Rnaz, so that means it's fading against me. But luckily, I'm 60% out already. Oh, hopefully those orders will take. It's on good till like canceled extended hours. All right, I'm just gonna go flatten now on Rnaz. I don't need any more of that. All right, looking at Sidu popping up a little bit, trying to test VWAP. Tnon also trying to test VWAP. HGen completely fading out. PGY with some bad signal. I'm going to go flatten on that. Actually, it's coming back to break even right now. PGY. Yeah, but I'm going to flatten that. Airbnb it hasn't passed 132, so give it a second. Now, Rblx, a definite long on the day. Rblx, and we'll just follow the pivots, and we'll take that all day. And that might turn into a trade into tomorrow. What should I do? Should I get options? Should I get shares? I'll get options. I really don't want anything too at the money, though. I got to go with the 125s for close to $1,200. And not getting filled. And I don't like the spread in retrospect. I'm going to cancel that. I'll just let you guys have at Airbnb because I'm just not set up to get into it. But that's a great day one ER trade, and we'll add more at the close if it holds all day. And then tomorrow we'll stack the final piece on day two ER follow through. Airbnb is definitely an entry. Airbnb and Rblx. While we were talking about that, both of them long now as day one ER plays. Yeah, Futu doing well as well. All right, HGen is flipping out. You know, the one that we thought was the least interesting is up almost 50% from the open. HGen. Hey, I'll take a piece of that action. We'll see what happens here. It's pulling back about 50%, 50% retracing of that move. Market moving up. The NVIDIA has retraced to 226.60. Palantir day 2 is happening. Okay. All right, I already have a piece of that. But if it breaks yesterday's high, which I think it already did, that's when you get in. Did we put that into day 2? Was that ER based? Yes. So that was all alerted. And if you saw that in the day 2 ER section, then that trade is on for you. In fact, yeah, it's pretty much kind of happening right now. Boom. So I'm going to stack on right now. And I didn't get a fill, so now we have to be chasing a little bit, apparently. The price on Palantir going crazy. I'm going to chase a tiny bit, and I hope I get that fill. Nope. There it is. I'll just let that gestate. I have a cost average because I'm in yesterday. But that's the kind of movement that puts you in a good position right there. Okay, and Randy says TTD also breaking pre-market high, so that could be a good trade as well. Sidu failing out. I don't think we got any of that. Okay. I think the market's going to be topping out soon here. I have a lot of random positions to monitor them. Some of them, most of them are no big deal of movement. Okay, Upstart doing really good. I have a position in Upstart, which is doing really good. UPST. Let me see what's going on over there. Oh my goodness, look at that. I was expecting to sell at like 19. Very nice. I only had 100 shares, but I'm up $250. That was an overnight that was posted, I believe. Let's see, overnights. Where was it posted here? First Green Day? I think it was posted in First Green Day. We definitely posted this. There's hillbillies. And that was UPST. Yeah, First Green Day yesterday at noon. That was the signal to get in. And now it's up 16% since yesterday's entry. And that is why you go after those first green days. Okay. Does everybody understand what first green day is? I'll explain it if you say no. But I won't explain it if you don't. Because cast not pearls before swines. Fucking pigs. Animals. All right, good. All right, let's go back and look at everything. But that does remind me that I want to take a little profit. So I'm loving my padding on that. Just keep it on shape watch here. So Airbnb and Rblx, both beautiful shapes, long. Day one ER plays. And the other one I was just looking at was Upstart, yeah. Oh, jeez. It's just vertical. Upstart's just gone vertical. It may be a momentum play. It is. It's a momentum play at this point. Let's pull it up. Screw Rnaz. Upstart. Take a look at it. Pretty decent move. From the open at 18, it's already almost at 20 now. The daily chart, we could be looking at minimum 21, 28, trying to get up to this level again in this region here with this wick rejection around 21 on the day. So it's got a little bit of room left. Did anybody get into that yesterday after I alerted it? UPST. Oh, okay. They said no. Hold on. I gotta explain the first green day to people who said no. So after a supernova move, I'm trying to draw here. There you go. After a supernova move, which starts with ramp up and then it goes supernova, then you have the crap out, which results in many, many, many red days. Red, and some insignificant green days sometimes. And then there's going to come a green day which closes above the red day's prior high. That's a sign to get in for an overnight, because overnight you usually can get some move to the upside and make some money on that trade. And we had a really good result, because look where we are now. We're way up there. For everybody out there listening, if you want to learn more about trading setups, just come into our trading group. Click the link in my bio. We have all the trading setups listed there, and you can grab them throughout the day as they come. Also, you can learn more about trading at Market Mastery. This is my video lessons. marketmastery.teachable.com. marketmastery.teachable.com. All right. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on Upstart. It is going vertical. I'm up 21% on that, and I am going to take now, somewhere around here, because that's pretty vertical. My first profit around 21 here. Just going to be just a 10% profit. In fact, I will set it to 21. 21 or bust for my first profit. Now, that's not necessarily how you should play these. Once they've popped, you want to take off the majority of your position. But damn, is it parabolic today. Look at that move. And that's just from a first green day. See, if they've gone supernova before, there's a reason. They have the short interest, they have the low float, they have the whatever, they have all the parameters, right? So now you know that. So then once it gets back after a big dump to a green day, you have a potential for it to make another move. It ain't going to be all the way up, that's for sure. And I'll flip short at a certain point here. But, for now, yeah, good. It's at 2077 now, moving up more. Just won't stop. Man, I've had enough of SPRU. What the fuck is it? I will finally take a look. What? Yeah, no, this looks like a piece of shit. I don't know why I even have this on alert. I needed some more information as to why I had that on alert. It must have been an alert from a long time ago, but there it is. It's gone. Or alert on that one. Tnon crapped out. Tnon broke down. We don't like Tnon anymore. Rblx is now almost at 45 from the trigger at 42. Airbnb hit 135, almost 136, currently at 134 from our triggered entry of 132. Their ER day one plays. I'm going to take a look at all my I'm going to take a look at all my holdings. I am up $400 on Upstart now. So that just goes to show you the power of even being able to get 100 shares of some penny stock like this on a first green day pattern. Like 100 shares was $1,500 or something. $1,500, and here I am up $400 on just that alone. But if you had more, obviously you'd have more. If you had more available to trade. I didn't. Okay. Clear about that. Because I'm in other positions. Airbnb and Rblx continuing on trend. Those are hopefully going to follow the pivot point path all day and be perfect day one ER plays. Congratulations on that for whoever did get into those. Those look like that's what's going to happen. Anyone knows that feeling? It's me. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not watching TTD. Probably a problem, huh? Oh, Palantir is at 968, almost to 10. All right, I'm up more than half a grand on that. We've got the NVIDIA short. I'm in this other stock, Luna. I might close out SLQT. Oh, do I have some options on it? Great. Okay, I'll just leave it right there then. Great. Okay, good. I've got SLQT hedged, and I also have AI hedged. They're both moving in the wrong direction, which is, good for the hedge. It's a good thing I hedged. It's good for the hedge. When I'm trying to do Christopher Walken there, it's good for the hedge. You ever see those documentaries? I wish I could talk like Christopher Walken better. You ever see those documentaries with the lions? That's great. Was that called something Junkies Pool Junkies? Airbnb now making a new high, almost at 136. Rblx hitting 45. Now remember, Rblx was 33 yesterday. So this is insanely great for people in Rblx. AI is having a blip. This might be a first green day on AI. Let's go over there. Aye, aye, Captain. potentially, or we could just see how it ends on the day, because that could become a good overnight for the day one. First Green Day, and obviously there's also first Red Day. This one here, or this one. First Red Day is a sign that the supernova run is over. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, Elon Musk. Yeah. But the band Green Day. Oh yeah, gosh, that's crazy that you even think of that. Because I don't know if they're as famous now. I mean, they are to people who followed them. They're more famous now than they were when people followed them. They've, aged quite well, but I don't think they're a current big band, right? So I'm surprised you even know Green Day, frankly, is what I'm trying to get at, RJ. I don't know your age, but I think you're younger. My mama told me RJ's younger. You're a kid of the '90s. Oh, okay, all right, good, all right. Yeah, definitely. Green Day was definitely epitome of the '90s. Nirvana, Green Day, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, uh, '90s. That sound. Trying to think, am I missing anybody? Yeah, but that was the sound. Grunge rock slash. It got a little bit harder, hard grunge. It got interesting. And then, do you remember? I don't know if you remember, but then all of that went like acoustic, and we had this acoustic wave where it was all the same bands. It was all those same guys, but they did this whole like acoustic run. And they used to have this thing on MTV. I forget what it was called, Air or Acoustic something, where that band would play an all acoustic set. It was unplugged. Thank you. That's it. Yeah, really good, really good. But you gotta understand just how revolutionary that shit was at the time. Yeah, it's hard to really explain that. Oh, and the '80s sound, which now we love, during that time it was despised because you had the '70s sound, and all of a sudden, like synth pop, all this pop music with synths and stuff started coming up, and it seemed cheaper, more plastic and stuff, and yet it was exactly what the kids wanted. It was the right trend for a new generation, for the next generation. It really was the '80s. If you had to create it, was the next generation music. Started with pretty much with Madonna and MTV. Funny factoid. The keyboard player for I forget the name of the band, but the first video that played on MTV was God, I forget the name of it right now. But anyway, the keyboard player in that band for the first video on it was called Radio Killed this video star, Video Killed the Radio Star, or something about that. The keyboard player in that band, in the music video, and in that band was Hans Zimmer. So, he went on to write music for Rain Man, which did really great. And then eventually you probably know him now for writing music to Interstellar and some of the greatest movies. Yeah. And by the way, I think it was in that song they say something about Gaga, Radio Gaga. Oh no, never mind. I'm confusing things. I'm mixing a radio star. But anyway, the Queen had that song Radio Gaga, or whatever you want to call it, and that's why Lady Gaga named herself Lady Gaga after the song Radio Gaga. Well, musical factoids this morning. All right, how's everything shaping up? So we got some pullback on Airbnb and Rblx, but they're still within trend. That's still a hold. I gotta get out of Sera, flatten. that didn't go the right way. AI's having its pullback. Nvidia crapping out. I'm glad I'm holding on to puts on that. Where are we at on that? $500,000. Nice. Up $500,000 on Nvidia. How's Palantir holding up? 950. I'd like to see it crack 10. Might not happen today. Upstart's pulling back all the way to 20. I'm going to definitely take some more profit on that then. We don't let profits get away from us. I'm going to take 30% profit at market now that I didn't get my 21 fill. There. You got to close. You got to lock down profits. Okay, done. Carvana short still kind of just sitting there. I got bid in Hillbillies. AFRM is up 7%. That's one of the trades I'm in. Oh, and quite a big pullback just now. It was as high as 14.29, but I'm going to let that sit and gestate a little bit more. But AFRM, yeah, definitely worked out. For whatever alert that was, you could. That was I think because it slowed down here and found some support. Was the idea, but then it found resistance at 1430, the previous high there, and just having a hard time filling that gap. But I do believe this is the beginning of the gap fill, so I'm just going to let that sit and gestate for a few days. Upstart pulling back to 1956. It's now falling below VWAP. I'd like to see at least a first reaction here to see what kind of support it has. Decide whether or not I'm going to keep holding or get out. Yeah, Gladiator. There you go. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Hans Zimmer, Gladiator. That's right. Uses No Stint, Boston. Yeah, what a great band. And then there was Wonderwall, the fucking Beatles ripoff band. Yeah, which, I mean, they have some, or was that Green Day? They kind of have a similar sound there on Wonderwall. I think it was the Beatles ripoff band. I forget what they're called. Oh, the market rejected right after the liquidity zone I mentioned. Yeah, yes, it did, but I still believe it. It hasn't hit the dark pool print, which is a little bit more higher above the close. So it might just be chopping all day. AFRM popping a little bit more again. Upstart finally picking up a little bit of support. I did get out of Sera. Tnon completely failed out. HGen, forget it. Oh, did I get some HGen? I better double check that I don't have any HGen. Yeah, I did, and I need to dump it now. I don't like that. Well, it is back at support, so I'll give it a minute. Oh, it's probably NDW. That's what it is. Great. How come I'm not showing that then? That's strange. Doing bad, so I'll just take that as good. Oh, I got to dump HPCO, which has gone against me. Buy HPCO. Oasis, yes. A good band, but it's just that they're a majority ripoff and minority original, So it's kind of a weird thing. It's like a Led Zeppelin cover band or something, and with a twist. It'll never be really great. So I mean, but they're wonderful. Probably people like Oasis who have never heard the Beatles. But if you've heard the Beatles, then kind of off-putting. Rblx headed to VWAP. Let's see. Alert. Yeah, that's fine because it hasn't broken pivots, and that's how we trade day one ER on the pivot point path. I think we've pretty much contained all trades this morning, and we're on the ball on everything. Chris, I hope he went long. He's not here, but I hope he went long on Airbnb and Roblox. Both very good. Hope a lot of you did, because they could pan out today, and then you add on at the end of the day for overnight, and then potentially add on tomorrow if they break today's high. And that completes the 3-part 2-day ER entry technique. After which, then hopefully one of those will work out for you, and then you've got a nice position on it, and it takes off and runs for the next few days, weeks, months, and you've got a nice snowball there. No, I didn't say pudding. Okay. All right, everybody. Make sure you click the link in my bio or in the description. Come join our group. Follow the link to get into our group, and then we'll see you in there. We're going to continue trading in the group. All right. See you guys in a minute. We'll see you in the group. All right. Into the group we go. You're welcome. All right. Yeah, decent morning. We're kind of a nut.